Hi. Let's see this example. So we have one object and a collision with the floor. One object and his falling to the floor, few bounce and resting on the floor. For this you need to make new 2D node scene. When you make 2D node scene, we will need one rigid body. So pick rigid body 2D. For this rigid body, add collision shape 2D, and also add one sprite. So simple sprite for a node 2. Sprite can be one of your default sprites. We will pick this. So default sprite, in our case this one. You can choose any sprite you want or you have. Change collision to rectangular shape and set this collision. If you put it below sprite, as you know, you can see what you do. Set collision. Make sure that object children are not selectable. We will use this. With a rigid body, we have options to set some physical parameter, like mass, weight, gravity scale. In our situation, we have gravity scale 1, so this object will have falling down. And after the saving scene, we will save this scene with previous name. So we have gravity. Add one static body. So static body 2D with collision. Shape 2D. Collision shape will be rectangular shape. And move it somewhere here. And let's see interaction with two physical bodies. So falling down, and we have after collision object is stopped moving, so gravity have some influence with the collision. If you set some data on static body, like constant linear velocity for the body, this constant linear velocity will influence our rigid body, and this influence will be C like movement. So we will see some movement. As you see, we have movement here. I will change it to be a little bit more visible. See, we have some kind of bouncing, but this is constant bouncing. We can improve this script with the code if we want to have bouncing and then stopping of object on ground. Under the rigid body we have options to emit signal if we have collide with another body. We will use this contact monitor. We will use also contact reported to 1. I will use this to think, just to have it. Also, we can use static body and let's see what we have here. Input event. On the rigid body we have body entered, body exit. We will use body entered. For that we need a script, so our rigid body, you will need to attach script to it. We have previously created script here, but you can use blank script for this, and create one signal when body entered here. Function on rigid body, body entered. Let's see, is this working? In our situation we have contact, also we have some report here about body entered. Okay, let's make complete script here. And this complete script we make it how to have bouncing and then stopping of it. We can have two functions here, pardon, one function, two variables. Signal on a rigid body entered. Let's see. Okay, we have a lowering of linear velocity value because we use divide by 2, so division by 2 of constant linear velocity. Let's say a few things about code. Two variables. This variable will be for constant linear velocity, so linear velocity. Here we will have data about name of so static body 2D, name of collisioned object. Here we call the node, so get parent, get node, static body 2D, and here we say, as you see, this linear velocity start with -35, -17, and also going down to -0.03. We will say if this variable is lower than 0.01, then we will have division by 2, as you see here. I will print this value, and constant linear velocity will have this value. So our static body will influence rigid body to change bounce and lower the bounce level till it is on the floor. This is only one example of using of rigid body. Now we can work a little bit with these variables. You can work with mass, with weight, with gravity scale. If you want faster reaction, you need to increase gravity scale, and you will get something like this. So fast reaction. If you want to change it and have a fast reaction and more bouncing, you need to set this linear velocity to be higher, so a little bit higher, and you need to do this here also. So in a static body, linear velocity must be here also set to value you want. Let's see where we are. So we have faster falling, but we have bouncing. See? Little bit better bouncing. Okay. You can experiment with these variables. If you want full control of your rigid body, then you use custom integrator, which means you need to set linear, angular and applied force variables to your object. I don't suggest this for example we are talking now, but you can work with mass, weight and gravity scale. We can change a little bit of this and this. Now we have something like this. Okay. Thank you for your constant attention to these lectures. You can contact me via comments or in a World of Games YouTube portal, where lessons are put about Godot, about JavaScript. So thank you again and goodbye.